Global Daily News Briefs. Markets are riding a wave of optimism as Wall Street notches record highs. S&P 500 600, Dow at 53,178. On hopes that renewed U.S.-Iran talks will avoid a wider Gulf War. With oil prices tumbling roughly 5% and blockbuster AI-driven earnings from Palantir, Caterpillar, and SpaceX, reporting its first results as a public company today, reinforcing confidence in the AI trade. Geopolitically, the world remains on edge. Israel has struck Gaza repeatedly even after a U.S.-brokered Hamas disarmament deal. Russia and Ukraine continue mutual long-range strikes with record Russian missile use, and President Trump says a canceled Iran strike could resume if talks fail. Domestically, the U.S. is absorbed in Todd Blanche's Attorney General confirmation fight, devastating Washington state wildfires, and looming midterm election jockeying, while Latin America continues digesting the fallout from January's U.S. capture of Venezuela's Maduro. Elsewhere, a deadly Ebola, Bundibugyo, outbreak persists in DRC/Uganda. Europe battles record wildfires and heat, and the AI industry navigates new U.S. frontier model export/governance rules alongside Anthropic's Claude Sonnet 5 and Fable/Mythos 5 rollout. Global sports are centered on regular season races, preseason preparation, and major summer tournaments. MLB enters a critical stretch toward the postseason, while NFL and college football programs continue training camps ahead of kickoff. Tennis headlines are dominated by historic results at the Washington Open and the start of the Canadian Open, an important U.S. Open tune-up. Soccer attention is focused on Leagues Cup and youth international competition, while motorsports continue their championship battles across Formula One, NASCAR, IndyCar, and MotoGP. Combat sports, rugby, cycling, and esports are also preparing for major upcoming events as the international sports calendar remains exceptionally busy. Global entertainment, defined by a record-shattering box office and a major industry controversy. Spider-Man: Brand New Day has driven the first weekend of August to become the highest-earning weekend in domestic box office history, while the biggest pop story is BTS announcing they will not submit music for the 69th Grammys, protesting the new Best Asian Pop Music Performance category. In Western pop, Ariana Grande announced she will step back from public visibility after her current tour ends.
Microsoft ecosystem is seeing major AI-driven upgrades across Dynamics 365, Visual Studio, Windows, Azure, SQL Server, GitHub Copilot, Xbox, and Surface as of August 4, 2026. The unifying theme is agentic AI, systems that act autonomously rather than simply assist, showing up in CRM/ERP workflows, developer tools, cloud infrastructure, and consumer platforms. GitHub Copilot's shift to Microsoft's in-house project Polaris marks a strategic break from OpenAI dependence, while Windows 11's August update delivers meaningful usability and security improvements. Azure continues expanding agent-ready infrastructure. SQL Server advances AI-native data capabilities, and Xbox Game Pass rolls out a large slate of new titles. Surface Hardware emphasizes AI-first devices for developers and enterprises. Microsoft has officially accelerated its Autonomous Enterprise initiative, fundamentally transitioning Copilot from a reactive assistant to a proactive orchestrator across the entire Microsoft 365 and Power Platform ecosystems. This update cycle is defined by the introduction of multi-agent orchestration, deep integrations with Microsoft Fabric 2.0, and AI-driven workflow automation. These advancements allow organizations to seamlessly integrate custom, autonomous AI agents into daily business processes, dynamically generate enterprise applications via natural language, and transform traditional intranets into predictive knowledge hubs, all while maintaining unified data governance. Google ecosystem is undergoing a unified push toward deeper Gemini AI integration alongside intensified security and infrastructure refinements. Following high-profile announcements including the rollout of Android 17 and expanding Gemini-powered agent tools, Google is actively addressing supply chain security risks by removing vulnerable developer agent workflows while scaling generative features across Google Search, Workspace, and the Play Store. Anticipation is also building for the upcoming Made by Google hardware showcase on August 12th, where the next generation of Pixel hardware and on-device AI capabilities will be fully detailed. Apple ecosystem is in a quiet pre-September period with no major hardware launches. Focus is on iOS/iPadOS/macOS/watches/visionOS 27 betas, featuring major Siri AI upgrades. Supply constraints from a global memory chip shortage affecting Macs, recent App Store enforcement actions, privacy/legal fights, and intense anticipation for the September event introducing iPhone 18 Pro models, a rumored foldable iPhone, and new Apple Watches. Tim Cook's final full month as CEO ends September 1st as John Ternus takes over. Services and ecosystem features continue incremental updates amid regulatory pressures. Thank you for watching. See you next time.